How could it? It's unbelievable.
Here's your evidence.
Thanks, Betty. So, what happened? Some bloke just came up to you and punched you in the face?
Yeah, so this is from Dev Allahan.
Nay. Devendra may be a lot of things, but he's not a lily-livered coward.
Oh, it's getting out of hand, is this?
Oh, your poor face.
Look at the state of you.
I know.
If you and Devendra had a modicum of common sense, you'd stop this right now. I'll leave you to your ministrations. And I hope this is an end of it.
Hey, you'd know that man's face, would you? I mean, if you saw him again.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. Probably not, no.
Well, make your mind up.
Doesn't matter who threw the punch, it was Dev's doing. Better get yourself over to the yard, mate.
You're not going back to work, are you? You could have concussion or anything.
No, my second-in-command will sort everything out. I can trust you to take care of things, Jace. Right, boss?
Wait till Sunita hears about this, she'll go ballistic. What? Oh, you don't think she was in on it and all, do you?
Nothing would surprise me.
No, she wouldn't. Not something like this. She's not like that. Look, I know things have been difficult lately, but deep down, she's still an honest, decent person.
Yeah, sure, you're probably right. You know her a lot better than I do.
She knows how much I think of you. She knows that if anyone hurt you, they'd be hurting me too.
Diggory! So what do we have the pleasure? Again?
Oh, I just popped in, past the time of day. Oh, and to admire the view. It's nice and quiet in here.
Nothing but a slight respite in an otherwise hectic day.
Are you in from across the road?
Diggity Compton, Master Baker, at your disposal.
I bet you can't do me a loaf this size at 57 pence.
You're not wrong. I couldn't. But they do say size isn't everything. Eh? Leaving your body to medical science.
Hey?
Well, it's very commendable, I must say.
I'm doing no such thing. I don't want a load of doctors ogling me whatnots when I've passed over. What made you say that?
You carry on eating the likes of that, your insides will be pickled to perfection. There's enough chemicals in there, preserve Moby Dick.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
But Blanche, the man's talking through his...
See, now he would say that, wouldn't he?
Do you want that, love?
Did I happen to mention I have a number of very special opening offers? Beautiful home-baked bread at bargain prices.
It's unbelievable. He's doing it again. Oi, Compton, you're barred!
Bard? Oh, you crease me up, Dev. You really do.
This is a surprise. You coming back for your dinner?
I'll have to get back soon.
Yeah. But it's nice to spend some time together, just you and me.
I wanted to ask you something.
Go on.
You promised to tell the truth. It's about you and my dad. You're not getting divorced again, are you?
No, Rosie, we're not. That's the last thing on my mind.
Are you sure? Because I don't think I could.
I promise you, we're not going to get divorced, all right? You have to put that right out your head.
I knew you must have lied to my dad. Because I'd have gone by now, if you'd have told him the truth.
Yeah, I know.
And I'd have gone with him. I lied to him and all, you know.
Don't tell me you discussed this with your dad.
I told him. I said there's no way you'd have an affair with Ian. That Gemma tells me everything and that she'd have told me.
Oh, Rosie.
It was horrible, Mum. My heart was beating dead fast. And I felt hot and sick. And I thought he'd see right through me. But he didn't. He believed every word.
You shouldn't have had to lie for me. I'm so sorry.
I didn't do it for you. I did it for my dad. And I did it for Sophie. so she wouldn't have to find out about what you did.
I can't ask you to forgive me because I've asked too much of you already. But please, please believe me when I tell you I will never do anything to put this family at risk ever again. Your love and the love we have for each other means the whole world to me. Come here.
This is lovely, Mr. Diggory. Light as a feather. And them cakes look delicious.
Can I tempt you?
Go on then, you've twisted my arm.
Vera, I was wondering where you got to.
Roy Cropper, how goes it with you, sir? Eh? Have you come to wish me well?
Yeah.
Maybe something like, good luck with your new venture, Diggory.
Yeah, well, oh, yes, all right, good luck then.
Aye. Well, it's very gratifying to hear you say that, Roy. Dev Allahan has given me a decidedly lukewarm welcome, I must say.
Do you know, this is lovely. I can feel it sticking to my ribs.
Would you look at that sorry sight? The flighty ones always get the man.
She ain't got an ounce of shame.
If he's got the time to consort with the merry widow, then surely he's got time to squeeze in a meeting of the book club. Oh, if I don't get out there quick, they're going to be at it within the hour.
Hello, Granda. How's it going?
Adam, what are you doing here?
Honestly, them posh schools, they give them brats too many holidays, if you ask me.
I'm not on holiday. I've left school. Moved in with Dad and Penny.
Oh, bet that came as a bit of a shock.
Hold on a minute, you've left school just like that?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, go on.
I was thinking of leaving anyway, but they made up my mind for me. Put it that way.
You mean they kicked you out?
You've been expelled?
Adam, what on earth did you do?
Nothing. It wasn't my fault.
Well, what was it then? Sex, drugs, rock and roll, which one?
Well, actually, I kind of had a thing with the headmaster's daughter. Well, sort of.
Well, either you did or you didn't.
Okay, then I did. But it's no big deal. I dumped her, so then she dropped me in it with her dad.
Well, in that case, you've been treated unfairly. We ought to take this with the headmaster.
Well, there's no point, is there? You heard what he said. He was thinking of leaving anyway.
I suppose there's absolutely no point in me trying to persuade you otherwise.
Look, he knows his own mind. When I was his age, I'd already been working for 4 years, flat out.
And it didn't do me any harm, yeah.
Used to crawl up chimneys for a farthing a time, didn't you, Mike?
So, have you thought about what you're going to do with the rest of your 70 years and 10?
Yeah, all that education, you must be running off to run the United Nations at least.
Better than that, he'll be working in Underworld. And you, Danny boy, can train him up.
To do what exactly?
We'll teach him everything you know.
Well, that should take all of 5 minutes.
Then when I retire, I can hand over my half of the business to him, safe in the knowledge he won't make a complete pig's ear of it. Eh?
Sally, I haven't stopped thinking about what happened yesterday. I'm sorry I upset you.
Oh, it wasn't you, it was me.
What we like, eh? We'll put it down to 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, eh? Oh, don't say I've set you off again.
Take notice of me.
I'm sorry I doubted our friendship, Sally. But it's like you say, I don't have a family of my
No,
own.
that was a cruel thing to say, Rita, and I'm so sorry.
No, it's true, though. I don't have a family round me, and that's why I value my friends. And I really value our friendship, Sally. Truly, I do.
Don't be nice to me, Rita. I don't deserve it. I just don't deserve anything.
Don't talk like that. This isn't just about falling out, is it? Oh, you're worrying me now, Sally. You really are.
I just shouldn't have done it.
Done what? What on earth's gone on, Sally?
I am such a selfish person.
Oh, don't talk daft. You're the last person I'd accuse of being selfish. You always put your family first.
That's when I told myself that I was just doing it for them. But I wasn't. It was for me. I just wanted something for myself.
What was it you wanted for yourself?
Nothing. It's just work and that, you know.
Is that all? Well, there's nothing wrong in that. Them women libbers didn't burn their bra for nothing, you know. Now then, you've got a husband who worships the ground you walk on. Nice home, lots of friends, 2 lovely daughters who are a credit to you. Well, most of the time they are. And from where I'm sitting, that looks pretty good to me.
Emergency supplies for later. You know, when I'm writing, my blood sugar plummets at the drop of a hat. So I'm borderline diabetic.
Oh dear.
Oh, thank you. Do you mind?
Hey, there's other folk here, you know.
Oh, no, boys, come on. We don't want any fighting.
How was dinner?
Oh, very satisfying. Thank you, Fred.
How satisfying.
Got good food, fine wine, and a most wonderful companion.
I hope you've gotten out with the best intentions towards Mrs. Roberts. I've heard about you writers, oh yes. Yes, all your bohemian shenanigans.
Fred,
Well, should we make a start? Yes. Tide and time wait for no man.
No, just a minute, Mel. Just a minute. We seem to have some interlopers. Vera, Audrey, Fred. You're not exactly members of the book group, are you?
Well, I'm staying. I mean, I might as well. There's not much on telly.
Well, that's hardly the attitude. What's your excuse?
She's Mel's groupie.
I beg your pardon.
And Fred Elliott's her groupie.
Hey, that'll do.
You are most welcome to stay, Fred. No, I, for one, am very keen to hear the opinions of such an erudite fellow.
But he's a butcher, for goodness sake. He's more at home with the smell of blood and sawdust in his nostrils and the cry of £5 a scrag end in a meat pie pleased than he is with the cut and thrust of literary debate.
Norris, that's almost poetic.
Here, what about me?
Yes. Salt of the earth. Sit down.
Can we get on, please?
I hope you'll be treating us to some hard grinding this evening.
Well, I thought I might read a passage or two.
Not again. I was hoping we'd look at something more modern, more cutting edge.
I don't know why you bother to come if all you can do is moan. Why don't you go home and write one of your columns about dog muck?
Well, at least I tackle contemporary issues.
Oh, yes. The angry young man who turned into the slightly peeved old man. Not so much look back in anger as look back in a rather bad mood.
Hey, what can I get you?
2 bottles of lager, please.
Should we just sit on our own, yeah?
Yeah, if you want, sure. I did not buy into that business to play nursemaid to a spoilt little brat.
It's not that bad.
But listen, what gets me right, Mike never mentioned a dicky bird about it, not one word. If you ask me, I think he's...
He probably wasn't planning it. You know, Adam just turned up out of the blue.
So? So what? When Mike goes swanning off into the sunset with his golf clubs over his shoulder, what am I left with, Frank? I'll tell you what I'm left with, love. Some half-baked kid who's never done a hard day's graft in his life.
He seems like a bright enough lad. He'll learn.
Do me a favour, baby. He ain't got a clue. He might know how to swear in Latin or the date of the Battle of Hastings.
Even I know that.
He ain't got no common sense.
Well, he went to one of the top schools in Scotland. He can't be completely thick.
What are you talking about, you loony? It's private, innit? Anyone can go to one of them schools if they cough up 10 grand a year. They take an orangutan if it's stumped up the dosh.
And as long as it wore the uniform.
Am I ranting on a bit?
Just a bit.
Right. I'll say one thing more on the subject, and then I will shut it. That lad ain't gonna last 5 minutes, and I'll tell you for why. Day one, I'll have him running about, to-ing and fro-ing. I'll do him fetching and carrying. He'll even do the butty run. I'll make him clean the cars. And trust me, listen, if that don't scare him off, Janice Battersby will.
Oh, Norris.
It's a tape. All that typing.
That what they call music these days?
Actually, I quite like it.
I'm a very lucky man.
Why? Because you've got a serving wench waiting on you now.
You're not such a bad old bird, are you, eh?
Is that your idea of a compliment?
Yep.
Well, you're going to have to do better than that, Mr. Mike Baldwin.
Oh, come on. You know how I feel about you.
Yeah, but it wouldn't do any harm to hear it, though.
Not my style, talking about feelings and things.
Oh, go on. Try.
Sorry.
You lied to me.
No, never. Creative license, that's all I'm guilty of. You believed in me and I didn't want to let you down.
So you've not written a single word of Canary?
I have put my heart and soul into writing Canary.
It looks like it.
I know the book I want to write. I've carried it in my head and in my heart for years. But sadly, the publishers, well, they think it's doomed to failure. Not commercial enough. Not everyone's as discerning as you, Norris. Pap. That's what they want me to write. Pure pap.
Well, I still don't understand why you had to lie to me.
You're a sensitive soul, Norris. I didn't want to burden you with the ugly truth.
I'm extremely sensitive, I know, but you and I are friends. Well, at least I thought we were.
Oh, we are? No, Norris. Brothers in arms.
Well, then, you could have unburdened yourself to me.
Oh, I see that now. Oh, I am truly sorry that I underestimated you.
It is a shame a writer of your calibre should have to prostitute his art like this. I mean, it must be very distressing for you.
Well, I have tried to make Canary more commercial, Norris. I truly have. And it's rendered me barren. I have nothing left to give.
It must be very difficult.
I lead a simple, frugal life, and that's allowed me to put aside a modest amount so that I can publish myself, unmolested by the faceless money men who put finance above art. But sadly, there is still a significant shortfall.
Oh, dear.
So what should I do? Norris, what can I do?
You must write your vision, Mel. I mean, you must. The world is waiting.
Well, I think someone's waiting. Are you going to get that, or shall I do it?
Mel left his tie in my car.
Yes, well, now's not a good time. And anyway, why couldn't you give it to him at the book group?
Audrey? My dear Audrey, do come in.
Hi, Mel. Oh, are you all right? Oh, you're looking a little flushed.
Yes. The life of a writer is not a happy one.
What's the matter?
It's got a creative dichotomy.
Oh, right.
When I sit down to write, I ask myself one simple question. Will the world be a better place for having this piece of literature in it? And as for Canary, the answer's a resounding yes, but the publishers think otherwise.
It must be true to your artistic vision. I'm sure you're on the right track, and your loyal readers will vindicate you.
Norris, there won't be any readers unless somebody will publish his book.
Well, that's why he wants to publish himself.
Oh, well, doesn't that cost a lot of money?
Sadly, yes. I have sold everything that I own to raise funds. Everything. But I will not sell my soul. So I'm afraid I still find myself somewhat short.
So when are you going to see her again?
I don't know. It's tricky. I just don't like keeping it a secret from Dad and Frankie.
Well, then why don't you just tell them?
Believe me, it's easy if they just don't know.
All right, gorgeous. You're going to get on for early tonight, then?
I'll ask Fred.
Now then, Charlie, I don't want any bother.
You won't get any trouble from me, Fred.
I don't believe this.
What's wrong, Shell?
Him. That's what's wrong. Him. Swanning in here, acting like nothing's happened.
What?
Yeah, what am I supposed to have done now?
Like you don't know?
Shell, forget it. Let's just go somewhere else, yeah?
Yeah, that's right. Run away like cowards always do. And you must be the biggest coward around here.
Shelley, please.
Look at Charlie's face. Did you get your money's worth?
What the hell are you talking about?
Your big man here paid some fella to punch Charlie. But you two are thick as thieves nowadays, aren't you? So you know that already.
This is mad, this is. I can't believe that you think that we could ever do anything like that. Shelley, this is Sunita you're talking to. Your best friend, remember?
Yeah, we were. Until you got under his thumb.
Well, that's rich coming from you.
Hold your water, the pair of you. Now simmer down, please.
What's happened to that strong, funny woman I used to know? I hardly recognise you these days.
You're the one who's changed, not me. Under the beck and call of that smarmy git.
And what's your life all about now, eh? You're not even allowed to see your own mother, for God's sake. And you've no friends left because he's seen them all off.
Get out!
Why can't you see it? Everyone else can, Shell, and they pity you. People always said you were thick, and I defended you. But you must be thick to put up with him.
Oh. Shelley! Shelley! Give over! Stop that! Come here! Leave!
All right! Right, all right.